Hey folks, welcome in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the free to play. Today is it's after midnight, but it's the 6th. It's supposed to be the 5th. Thanks for being here. Had a super crazy day, which I kind of want to save for the daily show, but it was I can't. So I'm just going to share a little bit about this, but me and my wife kind of talked about this. I don't know if it was before I shot both videos or in between or what, but yesterday we kind of came up with the idea of how we're going to attack today, and I was a little apprehensive about it because I'm like, this don't sound like it should work at all. But it did, and ended up going to work, and I'm listening to this podcast, and I just came to the point where I just stopped listening to the podcast, and I just started praying. And then on the way home, I thought about doing this crazy thing that I was like never done before. And I sat down and I did it. And so far, my one cousin is the only one who has responded to it, but I'm hopeful that other people will. Because I basically laid out some of what you know about my hip, but about the, I sort of have shared a little bit about how I've been coming out of this pain over the past 3 days. And if you missed the previous video, since we went for this walk Sunday, I've been having 3 days now with virtually no pain, and went to the chiropractor again today, and he noticed it, and he's like, "Oh, you're looser, so I don't have to take it as easy on you." So he was actually able to push and loosen up some more. And then, of course, after that, we went right to the amusement park, and I walked, another few miles at least, and then I had to go to work after that. So it's had quite the workout, and we're still doing really good in terms of the pain. But I shared a little bit about that. I shared a little bit about about just everything, and it felt really good. It feels really good. And all I was trying to do was just encourage people. Because I have this one friend who he tried to have a fishing YouTube channel where he would take out his boat and they would go fishing, and he would talk about all this stuff. And then he decided he wanted to do this coaching video where he was like, "This is how you hit, this is how you pitch," for like younger kids. And now he's basically, I don't know how to spreading news about Little League. And he's doing it in a way that I get, but it's like every day he's posting something about this Little League that he's involved in. And I'm like, I'm just like, what? And I'm really taken aback by it, because in one instance, this guy that I'm talking about, he's my best friend. Me and him grew up together. We went together. We went to church when we were elementary school, in high school together. Used to go over to his house in middle school, high school, play basketball with him, play football, baseball, whatever, getting all kind of stuff. Went and you know, he was my dude. We did everything together when he was at high school. And it's just a little off-putting to see him doing this way. And I'm just like, I don't know. But anyway, he was just a little off-putting. And I talked about a lot of this, and I tried not to directly call people out and sort of, kind of gave it a generalizing coating so as not to feel out, not to make it feel people feel as though I was going directly at them, but also if they were paying attention, they'd know that, hey, this guy's probably talking about me. And, it was very cathartic. And it was something that I had just toyed with the idea of. And I'm like, why don't I just do it? Because a lot of times we just do that. And we have this idea that we're like, that sounds insane. Why would I do that? And so we tend to talk ourselves out of this. But in this instance, I didn't. I just said it, and it's 1:00. I did this about a half hour ago, and I just said it, and I'm gonna hope people see it tomorrow. Hope they get something out of it. Hope that I'm just trying to build people up. I'm trying to encourage them. I'm trying to do this weird thing where I do this thing where I treat people the way I would want to be treated. And so that's the reason why I didn't directly call them out. I just sort of glossed over them. I was very self-deprecating. And I just really tried to encourage people. And I tried to lay out why I do stuff the way I do stuff, and just tried to really help and be there for people. And I'm on the right account. But it just feels weird for some reason. But yeah, the day was really good. We'll get into that, like I said, in the daily video. And I think once I tell you about this day, you're gonna be like, I'm sure some of you are gonna be like, you did what now? And the other half of you are gonna be like, oh, that sounds like, that sounds easy. And but I haven't seen the thing about Brutus, and it's for me, Brutus is so far away that it doesn't matter. But if it affects you, go watch Arnold or Scribble's video or whoever, and I'm sure it'll be all the things to everything. Because, of course, why not? But I'm trying to think if he's the last one of all these people that we're getting, or is there another one? Because Maz is in Conquest, and then there was Captain. Oh, we're still supposed to get Captain Silva. I was like, who else are we supposed to get? We get that Captain Ituna, or whatever his name is, and then we got that Quiggle guy, and then we get Kix, and now we're getting Brutus, and it's like, who else are we supposed to get? And it's like, oh yeah, Captain Silva or Jordan White or whatever. Well, which I'm sure will be fine. I'm sure everything will work out right, because it always does. Sure. But so I really haven't paid attention to any news about what's happening in the game or anything. So If I miss anything, I apologize for that. It's like I said, it's 1:20. I need to hurry up and get through this stuff and need to get out because I got to be up in about 5 hours. Casual 5 hours type thing. So I may or may not make it through all these accounts because reasons and stuff, but I'm gonna try. Oh, let's I don't know that. I don't really want to do that. I just want to go to bed. So you might have to wait because I think I need to go to bed. So you might have to wait for the Daily Show in the morning, and who knows what I'm going to be talking about then. But it's 1:30. I need to get in the shower. I need to go to bed. So it's possible I'll see you all in the morning for the Daily Show. We'll see what happens. But as always, thanks for being here. Appreciate all the time. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. As always, hold the line. And I'll see you next time. Remember that I have friends everywhere. Bye.